A two-digit positive number is such that the product of the digits is 6. If 9 is added to the number, the digits interchange their places. Find the number. Now, a two-digit positive number is such that the product of the digits is 6. If the product of the digits is 6, that means if I take the tens digit, say as x, what should be the units digit? It should be 6 by x, right? Because the product of the digits is 6. So I start by saying let the tens digit of the two-digit number be x. Therefore, units digit is equal to 6 by x because the product of the digits is 6. Okay. Therefore, what is the original number? Since x is the tens digit.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. X 10 into x plus 6 by x into 1. This is the number. So 10x plus 6 by x. This is the original number. Okay. Now, if 9 is added to this number, that's this number that we have got. If 9 is added to the number, the digits interchange their places. That means what is the original number with 9 added? Is equal to 10x plus 6 by x plus 9. This is the original number with 9 added. Now, when you add 9 to this, the digits reverse themselves. That means what is the number with digits reversed? If you see here, I had taken x as the tens digit and 6 by x as the units digit. Now, this time 6 by x becomes the tens digit if I reverse the order of the digits, and x becomes my units digit. Right? So the number here is 60 by x plus x. That is what the number becomes. And according to the problem, that if I add 9 to the number, it becomes equal to the number with digits reversed. So therefore, these two must be equal. Therefore, 10x plus 6 by x plus 9 must be equal to 60 by x plus x. Okay. Now you have to write this in a quadratic form and then solve it. So I take everything on the left hand side. I write this as 10x minus x plus 6 by x minus 60 by x plus 9 is equal to 0. That means you get 9x plus, if you take the LCM here, you're going to get 9 minus 60 divided by x plus 9 is equal to 0. Since 9x and 9 minus 60 is minus 54, and by x plus 9 is equal to 0. Now you take the LCM. You get 9x square minus 54 plus 9x is equal to 0. Now you cross multiply. You'll get 9x square plus 9x minus 54 is equal to 0. Now you can take the factor 3 out from all the coefficients to get 3x square plus 3x minus 18 is equal to 0. So you get 3x square plus 3x minus 18 is equal to 0. Now 18 into 3 is 54. So how will you split 54 into factors such that you will get the sum of the factors as 3? So I think it should be Mm, 9 into 6. Yes, 6 into 9 will be plus 9x minus 6x minus 18 is equal to 0. You get 3x into x plus 3 minus 6 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. You get either 3x minus 6 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. Means you get either x is equal to 2 or x is equal to minus 3. Since x cannot be negative, therefore x is equal to minus 3 is not acceptable. Hence, what is the tens digit? Tens digit is equal to x is equal to 2. And what are the units digit? Units digit is 6 by x, right? Yes, 6 by x, which is 3. Original 2-digit number, if 2 is the tens digit, so 2 first and 3 is the units digit, 3 later. So 23 is the original 2-digit number. Okay. So I hope this is clear. We can move on to the next problem then, if this is clear. Now, after 12, all these problems that you see after question number 12 here are problem from areas of rectangles and perimeter of rectangles. All these are not there in your syllabus. Okay. So you can exclude these problems. The next problem that we are going to do is number 22. If you have practiced already, well and good. But if you haven't, then you need not practice these problems. #22. This is our question number 22. The question is, in a PT display, 480 students are arranged in rows and columns. If there are 4 more students in each row than the number of rows, find the number of students in each row. Okay, so there are 480 students arranged in rows and columns. If there are 4 more students in each row, that means let the number of students originally in each row be x. Okay, now it is they are saying that if there are 4 more students in each row, therefore if each row, if I increase the number of, suppose you have this kind of an arrangement, the students are placed like this. This is the original arrangement. Okay, and you have further rows, and this is the last row. Okay, I have taken the number of rows to be x originally. Okay, a number of columns I don't know. Okay, so if there now in each row, if there are 4 students are increased, Okay, so now what I do is I increase 4 students in each row. Okay, four students I have increased in each row. Okay, and because we don't know the number of columns, okay, let me read this once again. If there are 4 more rows, 4 more students in each row, then the number of rows. Okay, if there are 4 more students, this is 4 students I have increased. Then the column here becomes how many? X plus 4. Number of columns. So therefore, what is the number of students here? X into X plus 4. Right? And according to the problem, how many students are there? Total of 480 students are there. So X into X plus 4 must be equal to 480. Okay, now we will attempt to solve this quadratic. So this will give you x square plus 4x minus 480 is equal to 0. Now you can attempt to factorize this quadratic, or if you are unable to factorize this quadratic, which seems a little difficult, you can always use Sridharacharya. Let's use Sridharacharya. Minus b plus or minus root over of b square minus 4 into a into c divided by 2 into 1, which is equal to minus 4 plus or minus root over of 16, and this minus and minus sign combined to give you a plus, and 4 into 480 will be 1920 divided by 2, which is equal to minus 4 plus or minus square root of 1936 divided by 2. Okay, and square root of 1936, you know how to find out the square root by division method. Let's find it out in our rough. Pair these numbers. 16, the closest square to 19 is 16, so 4 into 4 is 16, and you get 3 as the remainder, and you bring down the 2 digits, and then you double this 4 to get 8 here, and what a single digit you require here, you'll see that 84 into 4 will give you 336. Okay, so what you are getting here is minus 4 plus or minus 44 divided by 2. Now you take the positive and negative signs separately. Taking positive sign, we get x is equal to minus 4 plus 44 divided by 2, which is equal to 40 divided by 2, which is equal to 20. Taking negative sign, we get X is equal to -4 minus 44 divided by 2, which is minus 48 divided by 2, which is minus 24. Since X is the number of rows, since X cannot be negative, that is X is equal to -4, is not acceptable. Therefore, X is equal to 20. Okay, and what was the question here? If you read the question here, it states find the number of rows, number of students in each row. So 20 students were there in each row. That is, each row contains 20 students. Originally. Okay, and that solves this problem. We move on to the next problem then, which is number 24. Now 24, if you read the problem, this is the problem that we are going to do, number 24. Question states, at an annual function of a school, each student gives gift to every other student. If the number of gifts is 1980, find the number of students. Very interesting question. Let me see, if there are 3 students and each student is gifting another student a gift, then how many gifts will be there? Suppose 3 students are there. Okay, let us call him student 1, student 2, and student 3. So each student is giving a gift to the other student. So student 1 is giving a gift to student 2, and he's also giving a gift to student 3, right? So how many gifts does he have? He has to bring how many gifts? 2 gifts, right? He cannot gift himself, definitely, right? Next, if student 2 is giving gifts to each, if every other student, then how many can he give? He can give 1 to him, and he can give 1 to him. So how many gifts he has to bring? Again, he has to bring 2 gifts, right? Student 3 will give to student 1 and student 2. So therefore, student 3 will give the gift to him, and he will give a gift to him. So he also has to bring 2 gifts. So how many total number of gifts? 6. How are we getting this 6? Each student is carrying 2 gifts, right? So which is 3 students into 2 gifts, right? So each student is carrying how many gifts? There are 3 students, and each student is carrying 1 gift less, right? So each student is carrying, because there are only 3 students, he cannot gift it to himself. Therefore, he has to carry 3 minus 1 gifts, right? So therefore, if I now extend this concept, so suppose if there were X students here, for X students, what should be the number of gifts? Anyone, can you tell me what should be the number of gifts for X students?
X into X minus 1.
That is, I'm only talking about number of gifts. How should, what should be a number of gifts each student should bring? Each
X
student should,
minus 1 gift.
X minus 1 gift should bring X minus 1 gifts. Okay, now we can say what is the total number of gifts? X into X minus 1. And therefore we have got this. Now this will give a solution. So therefore, same concept. If I start by saying number 24, let the number of students be X. Therefore, number of gifts each student brings equal to X minus 1. Therefore, total number of gifts X into X minus 1. And according to the problem, how many gifts are there in total? 1980. So X into X minus 1 must be equal to 1980. Now this is a quadratic which we should be able to solve, which is X square minus X is equal to 1980. Which now can be written in quadratic form as X square minus X minus 1980. Now factorizing this is should be a problem. So therefore, better to solve this by Sridhar Acharya. So X is equal to minus B plus or minus root over of B square minus 4 into A into C divided by 2 into A, which is equal to 1 plus or minus square root of 1 and minus combined to give you a plus. 1980 into 4 is 7980, 20 divided by 2. So this is giving you 1 plus or minus square root 7921 divided by 2. And 7921, you can find this square root by division method to be 89. 2. So taking positive sign, we get X is equal to 1 plus 89 divided by 2 is equal to 90 divided by 2, which is equal to 45. Taking negative sign, we get X is equal to 1 minus 89 divided by 2 minus 88 divided by 2, which is minus 44. This is rejected as X cannot be negative. Hence, total number of students is equal to 45. Okay. Does that answer your question? Let me see if I have time for the next one also. I think I don't have time, so I'll stop here.